It was an awesome moment yesterday. Miami Heat beating the Nets at the buzzer. Kevin Durant did get hurt early in that game. No Jimmy Butler, so they were down some star power in that game for sure. But watching Bam versus Kyrie at the end of that game was certainly fun. And then, of course, watching Bam get that buzzer beater was unbelievably awesome. Lacoste pointed out, even LeBron tweeting out about it. Bam, bam. You know, he was breaking Twitter. He was breaking Twitter. Donovan Mitchell, his friend, he had a tweet about it. Let me see. Where's the Mitchell tweet? Spida. It was something to the effect of, "You finally took a jumper," which is funny. I think he probably meant it. He finally took a jumper at the end. Oh, he goes, "Damn, I go to sleep once and it's the one time you shoot a jumper. SMH, you cold-blooded, bro." At Bam Adebayo. That's, of course, Donovan Mitchell, who now plays for Dwyane Wade's Utah Jazz. What?
Stop.
What? It's just how much different is it than Jeter with the Marlins? It's the same thing.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe
Jeter is the president.
He's the CEO.
Jeter is the CEO.
He's the CEO. But I honestly could not believe how many Heat fans were freaking out about this on Friday.
Why? It's not. Look, here. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna stand by these words. If you can be Team Petty, why can't D Wade?
But he's not Team Petty. Like, that's the thing, though. He's not Team Petty. He wanted to buy in with this owner who he clearly has a good relationship with, and took the opportunity. Why? Okay. Why is it looked upon as
versus doing it with a team you play for?
Well, that's the thing that I think set everybody into a crazy spin was with Mickey's tweet about it, because Mickey doesn't say anything publicly. So it was odd for him to put out a statement that did make it seem like he was disappointed that Dwyane Wade didn't do it with the Miami Heat. But I don't care that Dwyane Wade is a 1% ownership in the Utah Jazz. Do you care that Shaquille O'Neal has a 1% ownership in the Kings, Leroy? Do you all of a sudden forget about those Kings-Lakers series?
No. I don't. But what I'm saying is this, is that if that relationship was as good as everybody thought it was, wouldn't this be a better situation for him business-wise?
You think he rips Pat Riley in his introductory press conference?
No, I don't think. Look, it's one of those things where he's never going to say anything bad about the Heat organization,
except for the one time they didn't pay him.
I truly believe that his feelings about Mickey Arison and Pat Riley are sincere. I'm not questioning that. That being said, we don't bring it up when we talk to D Wade. He does.
He does.
So
we know he's upset.
All I'm saying is that why can't I just take from that there's something there as to why this didn't happen?
Yeah, but why are we going to act like we always act like the story ended on him going to Chicago and him never coming back?
Not at all.
He did end up having the storybook ending.
And he did come back. But what I'm saying, just because he came back and everything was all kisses and hugs, doesn't mean that he was cool with it, as evident by we interviewed him 2 years later.
He said, Mickey Arison says, "I want to congratulate Dwyane on his recent announcement. We had discussed having him join our ownership group after retirement, but he was not prepared to commit at the time. Of course, I am disappointed that he did not reconsider. Having said that," in the second tweet, you might want to, I think in that time, Mickey, you got to go full statement on Twitter with the little picture. Yeah. That's the way you got to go.
You don't know,
because then nobody retweets.
He's like, damn, I ran out of words. Part two.
Mickey then adds, "Having said that, I wish him good luck and much success with the Jazz. To me, Dwyane will always be a Heat lifer." Well, I think to everybody, Mickey, he's going to be. And then the Heat actually put it out, and then the Heat tweeted it out as it was Mickey's statement. And I just felt like, I get it. We never want to share Dwyane Wade. We don't want to share Dwyane Wade. We did that. It sucked. We didn't like Dwyane in Chicago. We did not like Dwyane Wade in Cleveland. When he came back, it was magical. But like all this ownership, like, does any Bulls fan think less of Michael Jordan because he owns the Hornets? Does anybody think of Michael Jordan as a Hornet? Does any Yankee fan think of Jeter associated with the Marlins? Like,
That's
who cares?
That situation's different. Those are different, though.
Really?
Yeah.
How? They both had petty payroll things with both teams.
Because at the time, right, he owned half of the team before he took full ownership.
So that's even more, though.
Right, but that wasn't happening with the Bulls. He was never offered.
Yeah, but that's my point. But my point is, like, does any Bulls fan, like, do you think they lose any love for Michael Jordan because he owns a piece? Owns the Hornets.
No, I'm not. No, look, I'm not trying to sit here and say that D Wade should be hated or anything like that. I'm not saying it at all. Not saying that. I'm saying is if you come to the conclusion that part of this is because D Wade still has a little petty, I can't say you're wrong.
I don't think it is, though.
Just based on the conversations we've had with him.
I think he wants to do different stuff. I think he's done the Heat part of his career. He's done it all, Leroy.
That's all fine. I'm not sitting here being definitive one way or another. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying that
I'll tell you one thing.
Based on me having a bro conversation with Pope Petty, I tend to sense when Petty is out there.
Rocks RX says, Tobin, you sold us on Wade becoming president after Riley. You're a snake oil salesman.
Yes.
Here's the thing. Okay, but here's the thing, Rocks. Here's the thing. Let me tell you something right now. If Dwyane Wade was offered president of the Miami Heat, he will become president of the Miami Heat.
No.
Yes, he will.
No.
What are you talking about? You act like this
because he is working his way in right now to have a bigger role with the Utah Jazz than he would ever have anytime soon with the Miami Heat.
No.
That I promise you.
If the Heat said
Nick's coming in hot.
Who?
Mickey's son.
What do you mean? That's not no. Mickey tweeted that, not Nick.
No, but I'm saying Nick is coming in after Mickey's son. Nick's coming in hot.
Nick's not the basketball guy. Nick is he runs the franchise.
Okay.
Wait, doesn't run the Jazz.
Okay, but guess what?
He's actually not even allowed, like they said, because he's with TNT. He's not even allowed to be in basketball operations now.
Right.
Be known, like him talking to recruits. Wink. Like, what are you gonna do?
You're gonna get that Magic Johnson heat on him.
Yeah. What are you gonna make him do? Sell his shares for $100 million? What a punishment! Like, I mean, I don't know. That whole he's not allowed to be in basketball operations. Now, as far as the Heat losing him as a recruiter, I mean, look, unfortunately for Dwyane, and this is going to hurt him very badly, is his best player now on the Jazz is Bam's best friend. So it's going to hurt when Bam takes Donovan Mitchell from Utah, which will inevitably happen because Donovan Mitchell will get tired of skiing, and that's going to hurt. But, it's okay. I'm happy the guy has all these opportunities in front of him. I don't like people are like, he has turned his back on Miami. He has? Really? For getting a courtside seat in Utah? What are we talking about?
And to be honest with you,
dude, sometimes
you're literally trying to downplay like the fact that this is shocking to a lot of people.
It's
no big deal.
It was shocking. I won't say
it's no big deal.
It was shocking
for all the talk that you had, right? Because me personally, I don't think that he has the time right now to have any impact on a franchise on a daily basis. I don't think he's ready for that. I don't think he wants that. I think he likes dipping his toe in a bunch of different things on his schedule.
Yes.
So from that standpoint, it wasn't not only going to happen with the Heat, it wasn't going to happen with anybody.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is like once he is ready to dip his toe, once he's ready to cannonball. Once he has skin in the game for a certain franchise,
whatever capacity he plays in basketball will happen with that franchise.
Nah, you're
that
wrong.
much is that no, you're wrong.
Nah, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
Okay.
Riley used to own piece of the Heat, sold it, still running it.
Why would he backtrack now? He's not committed to Utah.
He's trying some new stuff. What is it? What is Dwyane? What is he? 40? He's trying new stuff. And
you think he's just gonna just try it until when?
So let me get this right. You think this closes the door? Really? Get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out
I would say so. Yep, I do.
You're nuts.
No, you're nuts.
You're nuts. You're like the same. Oh, remember when Jay-Z owned the Nets? Yeah. All right. That lasted.
I mean, well, he did that with the owner, didn't he? With the
certainly seeing. Hey, let me tell you something. Certainly seeing Shaq own the Kings. I certainly see the Cruton going up there.
No, he just owns a part of it. He ain't got nothing to do with it.
That's the same thing. It's samesies.
Okay. But none of those other guys talk about wanting an active role. D Wade said eventually he wants to have an active role.
He's gonna have to.
So you think that if he wants to have an active role, that he's gonna sell shares and sell?
I think he wants to have an active
franchise to go back to the Heat.
I think there's also some societal stuff here too. I think like he said, like, Dwyane Wade wants to like change the image of the Utah Jazz, which are kind of looked upon as Boston West, a lot of intangibles. So trying to make it look like a more tolerant fan base. They've had the whole thing with Russell Westbrook and things like that. I think he wants to be an olive branch to that regard. I think he likes that idea.
All right. Like, I just like the way you've finagled your way into reasoning to say, no big deal, just no bigs. He'll be back.
Guy goes, Dwyane Wade didn't even tweet about Bam's game winner. Dude is Mr. Utah now. Get over it, Tobin. Okay, let me get this straight. You need a tweet from Dwyane Wade to validate how awesome it was?
Hey, I promise you that he hit up Bam in some way. Or it might be illegal. Might be illegal to talk about Bam now because he's part owner in Utah.
That's why Magic
actually, you know what? You might be right. It might actually be illegal now.
Right.
It actually might be illegal now.
Right.
Because then everyone's gonna be like, oh, he's trying to get.
Remember, let's be clear. Guess who used to always get fined over that? Magic Johnson.
And that's why he left, because he wanted to tweet.
That actually is true. I'll give you that point. A point for you.
So the fact that, hey, man.
But Donovan Mitchell did.
Point for Leroy.
Why you said D-Wade is now arguing Gobert is a better center than Bam? Bam is not a center.
He's everything.
Yeah.
Let's get to this. We haven't yet played what this was all coming off of, because the reason that felt like such a big win was the season was kind of sinking there yet again, as it's been a very rocky up and down season, and they ended the road trip on a 3-game losing streak, capped off by a loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves, Jimmy Butler's former team. So you know that he was going to be in a great mood losing to that team, because not only are they the worst team in the league, but not the best pass with them and Karl Anthony Towns. So they end up losing. They end the road trip 1-3, and then Jimmy Butler after the game was none too pleased. Leroy, he was not happy with what happened in the aftermath of that game, and so here's a little bit of Jimmy Butler where he basically just says the team has been soft. They've been soft after in their performances, and so here's Jimmy.
We're just being soft. That's it. Not getting in the bodies. Scared of some contact. Soft overall.
So he called the team soft, and then he was putting it out there that he hopes the team just keeps getting humbled because we think we're such a good team.
It's not frustrating to me because we do it so often. It's almost like it's expected in a bad way to put it. We just think we're such a good team, and then reality hits us. We're humbled. And I'm glad, because that's what this game does for you. Home, away, no matter what opponent you're playing against. If you just stroll into the game thinking you nice, you good, this is what happened. So I'm glad it happened to us. And if we don't fix it, I hope it continues to happen to us.
So you can tell Leroy, he was perturbed after this. Jimmy's been very even keeled mostly after losses. I'm not even saying this was like angry Jimmy Butler, but you could just tell like it had gotten to a point like I gotta say something because that's unacceptable losing to a team that bad and losing the way they did.
I would say that's more of an issue. Like, I think he made a point of saying, and basically he was saying what I was saying is that, look, everybody in the league got NBA quality players. Everybody in the league got max players. If you don't handle business and those guys go off, you can lose. And so there's so many times, like when you think about, okay, yesterday, he was getting ready for Kyrie and Durant.
Yep.
Now I will say they didn't stop Durant at all.
No, in the 4 minutes he played, he had 8 points.
Right. No, he played 2 minutes and he had 8 points. But you could tell defensively, they were like, ooh, we're playing Kyrie and KD. We got to up our game. And what Jimmy is saying is, hey, man, everybody got pros. You can't go into a game thinking, oh, that's what I got on you about, TCB.
What? TCB is a thing. They did not TCB.
Oh, okay, I get it. But you can't go into a game like we should win this.
So I can't call tonight TCB?
No, because if they do some of the things they did against Minnesota, the same result will happen against Houston.
Well,
the same exact thing.
You all right, man?
I dropped my water.
Oh. Well, the same thing's not going to happen because now we got buzzer beater Bam, triple B.
Okay, and what about
and we got
Kelly Olynyk coming into town?
We got the dead man. We got the dead man.
Oh, now you excited about having the
man. Oh, big. No.
Wait. Now you're excited about having a big.
So excited. Did you see how big he is?
Wait.
Oh, he clogs the paint. Rebounds.
Mute yourself.
No.
Let me tell you why.
I think I'm
going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why.
What?
Because for the last 2 months, you've been telling me it doesn't matter.
That's not what I said.
You are.
Not what I said. That's not what I said. I said it's not their biggest issue.
It is.
It's not.
It's bigger than you think.
It's bigger than I think. And it did help having a big man.
Really? And if I can recall somebody saying, you don't need Shaq in the middle. You just need somebody who's tall that can rebound.
Right. But he was Shaq yesterday because it was a parade to the free throw line.
No, he wasn't Shaq because Shaq would miss him.
Fair point. Here's the most, I think, the interesting thing. The most interesting thing. Jimmy's saying the team's soft, all understandable. But the most interesting thing was what he said about Bam after the game. And here's Jimmy Butler after the loss to the T-Wolves.
I want Bam to attack the rim because nobody can stay in front of him. Nobody can stay in front of him. Go. You're going to get fouled or you're going to dunk on somebody. That's cool. I love him shooting mid-range jump shots too. But he lets people off the hook and he play bully ball. I like bully ball.
We know, Jimmy.
Yeah, we know. I think what he was basically saying is please don't become Karl Anthony Towns. Because he's soft.
Look, I do believe I was excited. I was excited. And look, when he was more aggressive, it didn't all work out.
No,
sometimes he looked a little clumsy.
Had 7 turnovers. Had 2 big ones, 2 that really swung the game. Really bad.
But that's how you improve.
Yep.
How are you going to get better at something if you never try it?
And now, before we hit the break, the top of the hour, let's hear Bam's response to Jimmy's critique.
You want a bully ball, right?
That's what he said.
Nah, shoot. Nah. Do me a favor too. Also, can y'all switch that narrative of Jimmy called out the team? If you listen to the interview, he said we. So could we switch the narrative to Jimmy says the team, as in we, as in all of us, not just he's saying it and then it's the team's fault. and also switch the narratives of because that's how locker room arguments start. You know, you never know how people feel about it. So that's all I'm saying. Switch the narrative to where it makes sense and not chop out the little piece and make that the title. Like, I get it's y'all jobs, but, you know, that's how locker room arguments start. So Jimmy was basically saying we all want playing with him, not just the other people. You know what I mean? But other than that, we stepped up to the plate. You know, I talked to Jimmy, and he doesn't want me to be more aggressive. You know, I just got to find that balance when, you know, me and him are on the court together. Because, you know, me, I like to pass. So the role I'm in now, shoot first. So, you know, I just be trying to get him involved so much that I'll forget about me and mine. So, you know, he's been harping on me about that. So that's the narrative.
Thanks, man.
By the way, when we took the ball up, came down the center, threw that little dime to Kendrick Nunn, that bounce pass, I was like, whoo.
He's slick, dude.
The little no-look bounce pass. But guess what? Somebody made an excellent point.
What?
It's you.
What?
With the wrong.
What?
Because you try to read into everything.
Hold on.
You said you just said. Look, you just said. Oh, he was talking to you, Bam, not to be like.
He literally said, "I want Bam to attack the basket." It was a quote out of his mouth.
But he said, "We."
Hold on. Bam basically gave me a Zoom fist bump yesterday. He is not talking about me.
I'm talking about you.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
Play Bam giving me a virtual shout
Tobin
out.
Trying to cause a schism in the locker room.
I'm not causing a schism. I'm his guy. I've had his back. I was beating off Heat fans like jackals on Robbie. Why are you freaking out? I meant in a violent sense, not in a other term. They were like jackals. This guy's a bum. Whiteside 2.0. Got the cash and took a dash. Got the hell out of there. I was like, he's 23. You idiots.
K-Fan said Jimmy's full of it. He won't let Bam take the final shot.
No shot. Here's more Bam. Fantastic guy. Love him.
Next we go to Brendan Tobin.
See, I ain't gonna lie. I like BT, man. He be having my back. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you.
No problem, man.
I appreciate him.
That you've heard.
I appreciate him
since the game winner. Like,
we
you got
back?
a chance to turn on your phone and see reaction from people.
That is the
what?
You got to come stronger with your question.
That was a great question.
No, it wasn't. That's a
great question.
That's
Found out his mommy texted him, Dwyane Howard, and his friends. He was also FaceTiming with somebody before he got on there. I was trying, I was hoping he would reveal that.
Homeboys, closest people.
Appreciate it, man. Good game.
I didn't say that after yesterday's game, Robbie.
Hey, by the way, I was trying to effort Dwyane Howard.
Yeah.
The guy left. The guy retired. So I got to find a new guy.
Oh, the media guy?
Yeah. So that's why it's taking so long. But we definitely got to have Dwyane.
Yeah, me and Dwyane, we're samesies because we're both boys with Bam,
You're in his 5?
Yeah. His 5 is Mommy, Dwyane, Jimmy Butler, Dwyane Wade,
Fox,
BT.
and you went BT, right?
BT.
Oh, man.
Back after this.